Hey guys, welcome back to the Reka channel. My name's Andrew and today we're gonna Reka my version of Asian spicy beef barbecue ribs. Let's go. I immigrated to the United States just about 10 years ago and started getting immersed into some of the barbecue culture. So I wanted to do an Asian style beef barbecue ribs. I've got a couple of things that I've added in here that may or may not meet the certain specific traditional guidelines.
I want my baby back, chili. I want
Asian style.
rib.
So let's go through the ingredients. I have here 8 pounds of beef back ribs, a cup of brown sugar, a pressed cup of dried red chilies, 2 dried ancho chilies, 2 tablespoons of crushed chili flakes, 2 star anise, a tablespoon of black sesame, a chunk of ginger, the whole garlic, 2 tablespoons of crunchy garlic chili sauce, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, some of the chili lime salt that we made, a quarter of a cup of mountain honey, 2 bunches of fresh spring onions or green onions, half a cup of soy sauce, third of a cup of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of premium oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Let's go. First, slice these beef ribs. We'll turn it over. We're gonna leave all this fat on, it's gonna break down. I wanna cut in such a way that we're not slicing next to the bone, because when this is finished, I wanna have meat on either side of the bone. So we're gonna slice all the way up and then we're gonna curve the blade to get through this kind of forking of the bones that kind of splay out. We're gonna lightly dice half of the green onions, save the other half for later. These can go in whole, but for the star anise, I just wanna crunch this a little bit. What I haven't told you is this is a twice cooked recipe and it makes it amazing. So let's take care of now our ginger and our garlic. Now for this, I'm gonna also give these a good crunching. I want all of that pulverized flavor to come out. Now we're just going to begin to mix that in. You can see you've just got this amazing color palette there. Taking our salt that we made, our lime and chili salt, I just want to broadcast that liberally over the meat. We're going to take this amazing sauce that we've made, add it over the top of our beef back ribs.
Chili.
What I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to simply use my hands, which are clean, and I'm just going to start to turn these because I want a thorough distribution of that sauce over every single face of the beef ribs. Let's move on to the final part, the easiest part. Take our spicy Asian seasoned beef ribs and we're going to do the first part of the cooking. Let's take our ancho chilies and we're just going to sit those nicely on top, and as that steams, all of the flavors and the acids of those chilies are going to start working their way through the beef. So we'll see these fellas. Bye guys. It's the next morning now. As you can see, I've had these in the fridge all night. The ribs have now cooled. All the fat has consolidated and hardened. If we had have cooked this through and cooked it on the grill while it was hot, it would have fallen apart. But having it cold and putting it on the grill, the outside is going to be super crispy and crunchy. It's going to get all caramelized, the fat's going to render and get all crispy, but the inside is going to return to that soft, moist texture that it was in the slow cooker. While the meat is just cooking, I've got the lid down and I've got all of the heat moving around all the faces. We're going to take the remainder of the marinade sauce, we're going to add it to our wok here. I've got a cup of brown sugar, a half teaspoon of cornstarch to thicken it up, and then I have a half teaspoon of umami, or otherwise known as MSG. We're gonna capture sweet, salty, and spicy. We're just gonna start letting this come up to temperature. This is looking pretty stinking amazing, people. We've retrieved our crispy boy ribs from the grill. So now I'm gonna take all of this beautiful glaze sauce, and that's going all over the top. All that's left now is we're gonna cook some complimentary
Bok Choy.
to go with our ribs. Let's go. I have here a half teaspoon of MSG, a half teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, a tablespoon and a half of oyster sauce, I have 3 small cloves of crushed garlic, and I have some spears of ginger that I have prepared earlier. So I'm gonna put a small drab of sesame oil, as you can see there, and we're going to immediately put in all of our ginger and garlic. As soon as I've got it like this, I want to bring the temperature all the way down, even to the point of being off. Right at the bottom of that heat, we're gonna bring heat back. We're putting in our sesame oil. We're going to add our bok choy, our MSG, and our salt, and we're gonna start to really move that around. We're wanting to see these shift into a bright green, crispy color, and looking for that wilt, which you're starting to see some of them wilting now. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're gonna take our oyster sauce, and we're just gonna baptize these beautiful bok choy in that oyster sauce. We're gonna take that right off the heat. Now, for that magical part of every single Reka recipe, we're gonna plate up and taste what we've been working on. Today I have my best friend Jeff with me here.
My name is Jeff.
And he's here to help me taste what we've been bringing together. We've got bok choy, and then obviously you know about the spicy beef ribs. Jeff, chopsticks Jeff.
Nice to meet me.
Yep.
Spicy sauce, you know the rest. I'm gonna go after you.
Do a little bok choy dip.
Yeah. Cheers. I'm gonna fold mine in half. That's a train wreck.
This is horrible.
That bok choy is really on point. It's crunchy. It's got all those epic flavors. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I'm a messy eater.
Oh. There's no mess, there's no fun though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I literally cut the chili in the back of my
Woo! Shake and bake. Woo!
It's not your tailpipe. It's a little bit of shake and then bake. Shake and bake.
So Jeff, why don't you try the first rib?
Okay.
And I'm gonna follow suit.
Got it.
I'm gonna try the meat before I try it with the sauce.
Right.
See, it's steaky.
Oh, that's bomb. Ripping it off the bone was a little tough, but the meat on the inside is real tender.
Yeah. Because of the slow cooker, you still have like a steaky texture. The inside's nice and moist and soft, but the outside's charcoaly, caramelized, and kind of crunchy a little bit. Are you lit?
Yeah, I'm lit.
It's lit.
Definitely has that little Johnny Cash vibe for later. You know what I mean?
Ring of fire.
Burns, burns, burn.
That's bomb though.
Guys, if you want to look like this and cough and splutter and enjoy spicy food and like charcoal barbecue, definitely check out this recipe. Try it at home. It's something different other than just traditional American barbecue. Get yourself some beef ribs and some spicy stuff and some bok choy and different things like that, and make this. And if you've enjoyed this recipe, if you enjoyed this show, please like this video, share this channel to your social media, and we would love it if you would subscribe. Give us a recommendation on a recipe that you would love me to try. Thanks for coming. Thanks for almost dying on the chili. We love spicy food.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you being with us. We'll see you next week for another awesome recipe. Have a good day, and we're gonna have a good lunch.